power and danger of Lake Michigan on full display today along the Indiana shoreline. With lake levels already near a record high, massive waves cause significant damage to areas that have already been hit by erosion. Dane Placco reports from one of the hardest hit towns, Beverly Shores, Indiana.
In a matter of hours overnight, massive waves sliced off nearly 40 feet of shoreline. A parking lot and half of Lakefront Drive swallowed up by Lake Michigan. How big were the waves? Pretty damn.
I think the most important thing about a documentary like this is that it's coming directly from the people. There isn't a sense of commercialization or bureaucracy in here because these words are coming right from the community surrounding this land. The parts that really impacted me the most was when we have people looking through photo albums and seeing how even just the beach itself has changed over the years for better and worse due to the climate around it. And you get a sense of how our memories and our experiences are tied directly to the environment around us and what is happening to it. That really drove home the theme most of all to me.
Very eye-opening documentary, especially for anyone who really cares about the environment or maybe didn't realize the drastic things that Mother Nature is going through and how quickly it can change. So I think there was one guy who made a point to say that oh, this used to be a big beach, but it's either the beach or roads. And obviously we want roads. And just kind of, I feel like a documentary like this really put into perspective how much humans are taking and not really giving back to Mother Nature. And now that Mother Nature is taking, we still try to take from her. I think that was very interesting to see it in this documentary because, of course, we want to keep everyone safe. And obviously these citizens deserve to not have a home that's going to, slide into the ocean, of course. But little things like this kind of like make you wonder how much we've really taken over and not given, nature enough room to thrive because we really have taken a lot.
I loved that opening shot that they did and kind of the way that they did it. I don't know if they were on a dolly truck or just in the back of a truck, steady camming that, but that was a sensational shot. And I think all of the cinematography throughout this was really, really well done. Great job on the sound, adding in the news footage voiceovers and stuff like that to let the audience know what was going on because you guys had us right from the very beginning of this film. So I thought that that was really cool. I thought that the interviews were great, very impactful, very emotional to find out what was going on about, the side of Lake Michigan and what was happening to the beaches and the lakeshore over there.
These people talk so matter-of-factly about how this water level's rising and there's no sense of panic or anything else, shows that it's something that they're used to. It's like that woman was saying at the end, this has always happened, so she acts like it's no big deal. I think I personally would probably be panicking if I saw water levels rising and could damage my roads and house and stuff, but to them, they're like, as a matter of fact, the river used to be a beach and now we have to put rocks in. It's just everything's just so matter of fact. They've lived through it. It's their voices of wisdom and experience. This documentary is informative about what's happening and that's happening at a faster rate than it has in the past. But it's still very informative about what's happening to Lake Michigan. It's especially since it's one of the Great Lakes. It's one of those things that you can tell it's an older community and they're just blasé about everything, but it's one of those things that it's very informative. It goes into the science a little bit. It goes into what the experience is like for these people, and they just go with the flow of how things have to be to protect their livelihood.
The way this is framed is really great. It's certainly a local problem here, and we get right on the ground and we see what the issues are there with the high water levels and the way that community is dealing with it. But also, it's got that sort of meta appeal right now because I think this is really an escalating issue in a lot of parts of the world. So it's topical. There's human interest there. There's real stakes. So all the dramatic storytelling elements are there, but it's very much a sort of documentary PSA piece, and it really sort of takes the best from those different sort of formats, and gives us just an earnest and a good look at the situation here, and again how it applies globally. So